Done. Gonna get started in just a second. Just checking to see that everything is working on my end before we do. Do say hello to me if you can see me and hear me. Give it a second. All right, you guys, welcome. This is Maria Malik, your corporate speaking coach. I have to apologize in advance. I have been extremely sick. It's been more than a week. I don't know what's going on. I've had a cold and I'm just trying to recover. I've been resting. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the weather. I live in California and it has been gloomy. It's been raining, all this stuff, but it's been over a week since I've done a live and I couldn't miss another one. So I am here. I know I sound stuffy, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So before we start on today's live about 10 benefits of how being a better public speaker is going to make you a better project manager, we're going to get into all of that. But do say hello to me in the chat box first. Say hi to me. Let me know who you are and where you're dialing in from, because I love seeing that. I love seeing where these lives take me, who this gets to. So drop a hello. Hi Saleh. Hi Shaquille. Who else do we have? Tamika, Faraz. Hey Faraz. How are you guys doing? We're going to get started. And like I said, I do apologize. A bit stuffy, so I might not be my cheery self today, but we're going to get through this. We got to get back to it. Tamika from Miami. Tamika, I was just there in February. I was visiting my sister. It's actually really nice. Love it there, and probably going to go back again in June to visit my sister again, as well as my mom and dad are coming from Canada as well, so it's going to be fun. What's up, everyone? What's up? What's up? Thank you, Siobhan. Is anyone else sick right now? I feel like everybody that I'm talking to is telling me that they're sick. What is happening? Is something going around? Because I was pretty sure that COVID is done, because it doesn't seem like it is. I know it's not COVID. I tested for COVID. I'm negative, so I don't know what's happening, but I'm so over it. It's been over a week. I just want to get better so that I can get back to doing these lives and helping you guys become better speakers. But we're going to start today, and I have a really good live for you guys. Again, 10 benefits of public speaking for project managers. How many of you guys are project managers here? Are you project manager, program manager? Do you know a project manager or program manager? If so, tag them below. I want to know who you guys are, because we're going to be talking about how being better at public speaking is really going to help you in your field. And lately, you guys, I've been working with a lot of project managers. So I was like, you know what? This is a great example of a live, because I think people don't realize how much public speaking can help you in various different aspects of your career. So we're going to talk about that today. I do want to also let you guys know it's a sinus infection. Thank you. Tamika, are you a doctor? Because I think it's time. I should probably go see a doctor now. But I did want to say, if you're a project manager, if you're someone that is trying to get better at public speaking, do send me a DM, because I am taking calls this week. Hopefully by tomorrow I'm going to start again. I'm taking calls and I'm taking in new clients for June. I would love to talk to you guys, especially if you're a project manager, you're afraid of public speaking, you want to get better. You've decided that, finally I want to get better. Then I'd love to talk to you. Send me a DM and just say public speaking. So send me a DM, say public speaking. I'll send you my calendar invite and we'll get on a call sometime this week and hopefully work and talk about what kind of your challenges are and see if I can help you. But let's get into it. You guys have been talking for a long time now. Let's start with the 10 benefits of public speaking for project managers. Okay. So, number one, and I think probably one of the most important things that people don't really talk about, is that being a good public speaker can actually help you with effective stakeholder communication. What does that mean? So, project managers who excel in public speaking, they can actually convey project updates better, goals, challenges, and they update, not only do they convey it properly, but very clearly to stakeholders. You guys know that stakeholders are very important when it comes to the world of project managers. So fostering transparency and trust is such a big thing. At the end of the day, trust is so important when, especially when working on projects together. Just think about it. You have so many different people working on one goal. So you have to be able to communicate effectively in order to develop that trust with your stakeholders. So, one of the most important things and something that public speaking really helps you with is, again, effectively communicating, especially with your stakeholders. That is number one. Let's move on to number two. If you are a project manager and you improve your public speaking, it is really going to help you build stronger team engagement. Again, projects means teams, lots of tasks, a lot of different people coming together to work on one specific goal. You have to encourage engagement. Engagement means people actually want to participate, they want to do something, they want to contribute. And if you're not getting your team to contribute with you, then you're failing as a project manager. So, getting better at public speaking will actually enable project managers to deliver engaging team presentations. It's also going to help motivate and inspire team members to stay committed and aligned with project objectives. Because if you don't have a committed and inspired team member, then slowly that does become contagious and everyone else slowly starts losing that momentum too. So that's number two on how getting better at public speaking is going to help you become a better project manager. Okay. Number three, we're going to talk about number three, and that is influential leadership as a project manager. So, project managers that are skilled public speakers, they inspire and they influence their teams. As a manager, even just a manager, even if you're not a project manager, you have to be an influential leader. That means that you're leading by example, and that means that people that are working with you, they're committed to the project's success. So, if you're not a good public speaker, if you are someone that is, again, not able to communicate, if you cannot speak your thoughts into existence, then you're going to not influence your team. And again, influence is very important. It's so interesting to me, by the way, when it comes to influence. You know how this term influencers nowadays, like you're a LinkedIn influencer, a TikTok influencer, an Instagram influencer, it holds a lot of power. People don't realize that. And as a project manager, you are an influencer for the rest of your team. So you have to be an influential leader. It's not enough to just have that influence, but you have to show them through your leadership skills and your communication and public speaking skills that you are able to drive that support and commitment for the project's success. So that is another key benefit. If you're a project manager, again, this is really, really going to help you. Also, if you're a project manager, you're looking to get better at public speaking, do send me a DM, say public speaking. I'd love to get on a call with you, talk to you about your challenges. I am accepting new clients, by the way, you guys, for my June cohort. So let's get on a call. Let's talk. I have a few more slots open for the week, and let's see if I can help you get to your goals. Okay. Let's move on to number four. So, we've talked about effective stakeholder communication, we've talked about stronger team engagement, we've talked about influential leadership. Number four in the 10 benefits of public speaking for project managers is efficient meetings and presentations. So, as a project manager, you obviously have to do a lot of projects. There's a lot of meetings to make sure everyone is still intact, everyone is still understanding what's happening. So, you have to be able to speak proficiently. And this is going to allow project managers to lead meetings and deliver presentations with confidence. That's a strong word there, confidence. You have to show confidence as a project manager. This is going to obviously make sure that people understand what's going on, and there isn't a lack of transparency, because again, a project is a bunch of people coming together to be able to create something. Everyone has the same goal and you need everyone to work together. So you as a project manager, you need to be able to stand out and effectively communicate those needs during those meetings and during those presentations. So being a good public speaker is really going to help you do exactly that. Give those better presentations. And for those of you that are just joining me, I do apologize again. I'm not feeling 100%. I have been sick for over a week, but I didn't want to miss another one of these because you guys, I have one of my biggest problems is consistency, and I committed this year to make sure that I am consistent with my content, consistent with my lives. So I'm here today for you guys to make sure I'm still here, I'm present, and I'm still teaching you guys. But I do apologize that I'm not my cheery self like I usually am, but we'll get through it. And yeah, someone was trying to tell me what it could be, a sinus infection. Maybe it is. I haven't gone to a doctor because I'm the type that just like I'll stay home, I'll take my medication, I'll get better, I'll get better. But if it doesn't get better, I think I might have to at this point go into the doctor. But sorry to get off track here. Just wanted to let you guys know that. All right. Number 5. So why you as a project manager should really improve your public speaking is because number 5, it's really going to help you with conflict resolution. So public speaking skills empower project managers to mediate conflicts and facilitate discussion. So that means promoting open dialogue, finding resolutions that benefit the project and team dynamics. Okay, we all know the more people you get together, the more people there are, the more teammates there are, the more conflicts arises. And a lot of it is just people not getting along with each other or people not being clear with who's supposed to do what work and where's my role and when is this supposed to be getting done? When is that supposed to be getting done? So being a good public speaker is really going to help you with conflict resolution. And trust me, you probably know as a project manager, there will be conflict. If I have yet to meet a project manager that I've worked with that says, everything runs smoothly. There are always things that happen. And you being a good public speaker is really going to help you resolve those conflicts, especially if, again, you become that influential leader, which you should be during that project. Okay. So that's number 5. So number 6, and this one is interesting because when I talk to people about this one, they're like, "Wait, how? I don't understand." So number 6 is really improved negotiation abilities. Now, the thing with negotiation is I know that people think that what does negotiation have to do with project managers, right? So the thing is that project managers who can communicate persuasively through public speaking are just better equipped with negotiation project terms. So that means like budgets, resources, basically achieving any sort of favorable outcome. You have to be able to do that. And if you're a good public speaker, that means you are more persuasive and that means you have better negotiation abilities. You have to be able to negotiate because, again, when those budgets come around, when those resources are in front of you, you have to be able to achieve those favorable outcomes for you and for your team. So being a good public speaker is really going to help you get there because I want you guys to think about all of the things involved when it comes to negotiations, when it comes to projects. So you have to be able to stand up, speak up, and get your voice heard and not just speak confidently, but make sure that your message is going across effectively. So improve negotiation abilities. That's why I've listed that as number 6 in the benefits of becoming a better public speaker and how it's going to help you with managing a project in full. By the way, how many of you guys are project managers here? Let me know. If you're a project manager, say project manager. I want to see who you guys are. Hi, Doug. Hi, Siobhan. Hi, Marco. Ganesh. Oh, thank you. Let me know how many of you guys are project managers here or program managers. Also, let me know where you guys are from. I love just checking in with you guys to see where we are, who we're reaching in the world. It's crazy. Mansoor, are you Pakistani? Yes, Mansoor, I am. My parents are Pakistani. I was brought up in Canada, and I live in the U.S. But yes, I'm Pakistani. I do speak Urdu, but I want to know where you guys are from. Let me know where you guys are from, and let me know if you're a project manager because I'm really trying to find and see who like in my network how many of you guys are project managers, and I want to connect with you. And I'd also love to get on a call with you and see if we can talk about some of your challenges. Okay, we have Madhav here, who is a project manager. Hi, Madhav. Great. Let's move on to number 7 in the 10 benefits of public speaking for project managers. So we've already talked about a few. Let me do a quick recap. We've talked about effective stakeholder communication. We've talked about stronger team engagement. We've talked about influential leadership. We've talked about efficient meetings and presentations. We've talked about conflict resolution. We've talked about improved negotiation abilities. So, number 7 on our list of benefits is effective risk management. And let's talk about number 8. I think we've already gone over number 7. And again, you guys, I apologize, not feeling 100% today. Hi, Janine, program manager from San Francisco. We have Alan in Riverside. What's up, you guys? I lived in Riverside for a little bit, so it's nice. I like that. Okay, does it help pre-sales? I feel like it does, and we'll talk about that in a second, Yusuf. So we talked about let's talk about effective risk management. So public speaking enables project managers to clearly communicate project risks, mitigation strategies, and potential impacts to stakeholders, fostering proactive risk management and decision making. As a project manager, you are going to be, again, dealing with a lot of different people, and there's a lot of risks involved. Whether that project is small or whether it's a huge project, there will always be risks involved. So you have to be able to manage those risks. And if you want to be able to do it effectively, you have to have good public speaking skills. There's just no way around that. Thank you, Trinidad. That's nice of you. So, going back to effective risk management, you guys, at the end of the day, when you're dealing with people, communication is always the key. Whether it's a small problem, a big problem, it cannot be fixed without being able to communicate. And by you getting better at public speaking, it's really going to help you with those risk management. Okay, so those decision makings. So if there's a problem, you need to make a decision, you need to make sure that that decision is heard and applied right away. You have to be able to communicate that well. So that makes a huge, huge difference in the way that the entire project is going to run in the long run. Number 8 and the benefits is enhanced client relations. So relationships with clients, huge part of project management. Think about how many different types of people you work with when you're a project manager. You have your actual team. That's the internal team. You might have an external team. You might have different departments you're dealing with. You have outside vendors that you're dealing with. There are so many people that sometimes have to come together just for one single project. So by you being a good public speaker, you're actually going to enhance those client relations. Okay. So this means effectively communicating on project progress. This also means addressing client concerns because those will arise whether you like it or not. And of course, building those strong relationships based on, again, trust and effective communication. Trust, you guys, at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We all work on trust. No one wants to work with someone that they do not trust. So when you're a project manager, everyone trusts you, or you have to have that level of trust in order for that project to continue without any issues along the way. So those relationships and relationship building is huge. If you are a project manager, you will have to be able to build on those relationships and foster those relationships throughout the entirety of the project, even later. So you never know. You never know when these relationships would come in handy later as well. Benjamin is saying being able to speak confidently to your reports in front of executives and your team is important. Absolutely. And we talked a little bit about that, Ben. So very, very important. By the way, you guys, do connect with Ben if you're a project manager. I know he creates a lot of content, especially for project managers. So if you're watching right now, Benjamin Chan is someone you really want to connect with. He does a lot of work for project managers. Highly recommend following him. All right, let's move on to number 9 in the 10 benefits of public speaking for project managers. So number 9 is increased professional visibility. So, public speaking engagements, those are some things that you might have to do as a project manager. So, public speaking engagements provide project managers with, of course, a lot of opportunities to really showcase your expertise. It's also going to help you establish yourself as an industry thought leader, which is really important. And of course, expand on your professional network. Again, relationship building, going back to trust, going back to getting in front of the right audience. These things are going to make a huge difference for you as a project manager. And you cannot do that if you cannot stand up in front of people and speak effectively. So it is extremely important for you if you want to build those relationships, if you want to do professional networking, you have to be able to communicate effectively and be visible. Visibility is a huge thing, especially in today's world, whether it's online or offline. I think the great thing now is that most of us can get that visibility online as well. And I feel like online it's a whole new ball game. And I know a lot of you guys have been reaching out to me recently asking me help with content and things like that. And this is just an example. Me as as a public speaker, if I was only good at public speaking in the real world and not that online's not the real world, but coming online and doing public speaking is now a whole other beast, right? So you have to be able to bring these expertise online as well. And that means you have to be visible. You have to visible to people. You have to be visible to your stakeholders. You have to be visible to people so they can see you and they can experience what you're bringing to the table, right? And again, one more time, if you are a project manager, I would love for you to send me a DM, send me a message, and say, public speaking. If you are someone that's looking to get better at public speaking, if you understand the importance of public speaking for your career, especially as a project manager, I'd love for you guys to reach out to me. Let's get on a call. Let's talk about how I can help you become a better public speaker so that it really helps your career and it helps you keep moving up. And of course, we're right now talking about those benefits of you becoming a better public speaker as a project manager. So going back to increased professional visibility, because I want to talk to you guys about that a little bit, because I think a lot of people don't realize now that most of the world is online. Even if you're back at the office, you're still going to be doing a lot of presentations, a lot of meetings online. And like I said, it's a whole other beast, you guys. It's a whole other beast. And when I work with my clients, I teach them both online and offline because it is different the way that you show up. You do have to show up a little bit different when it comes to online, but visibility, first of all, I just want to say, like, if you are taking those meetings, make sure that you have your camera on. People need to see you. They can't put a face to you if you're in your living room and you have the camera off. There's no point. People need to see you. You have to be visible in order to be that proficient leader that people look up to. Okay? So if you get better at public speaking, of course, that goes hand in hand. Increased professional visibility. Highly, highly recommend. Very important. Okay. Lastly, number 10 in the 10 benefits of public speaking as a project manager is personal growth and development. I cannot tell you guys or give you guys like there's so many examples that I can give you guys of people that come to me. We work on their public speaking skills for the corporate world, and all of that stuff that I teach them translates into their personal life as well. So for example, being a great public speaker means you gain that confidence to stand up in front of people and speak clearly, effectively, get your message heard. That translates into your personal life as well. I have seen so many people, so many of my clients tell me they've become more outgoing, their dating lives have improved, and just their communication with their family, with their kids, with their spouse has improved as well. So, your personal growth is tied to public speaking as well. If you can become a great public speaker, it's going to help you in not only your professional world, but it does translate into your personal life as well. And of course, the way it helps you in your professional world is that you will have more refined communication for presentations. You will have better leadership skills. You will be able to foster your own personal growth. That self confidence it is part of your continuous professional development. You have to be able to maintain that confidence no matter who you are in front of. That's why it's extremely important, you guys. Public speaking, if there's one skill, and I will stand by this until the last day, like until I don't want to I don't want to say till the day I die, but maybe, yeah, till the day I die. I do want to say that one skill, if you are going to invest in and get better at, it should be public speaking. And this is especially if you're in the corporate world, because I know most people don't realize how much public speaking you're actually doing in the corporate world. So if there is that one skill you need to learn, it should be it. Let it be this. Let it be public speaking. It's going to transform your life. It's done it for me. It's done it for so many of my clients. Okay. Let's do a recap because I want you guys to start applying some of these things. And I want you guys to really understand today why I want you to get better at public speaking. That was really the goal of today's live. And again, one more time, if you are a project manager, do send me a DM. Let me know. Say public speaking. Just send me a DM, say public speaking, and I'd love to get on a call with you and talk about how I can help you become a better public speaker. I am starting a new cohort in June. I'd love to bring you on board. Okay. So let's do a quick recap. Again, we're talking about the 10 benefits of public speaking for project managers. So number one, if you get better at public speaking, it is really, really going to help you in effectively communicating with your stakeholders. So that means project updates, goals, challenges that you guys are going through. It's really going to help you foster transparency and trust, which is extremely important when you're working with a large group of people. Think about all the different types of people you work with when it comes to project management. So it's really going to help you with that. Stronger team engagement. That's number two. It is going to help you motivate and inspire your team members to stay committed and align with your project objectives. So you have to get your team to engage, to want to be motivated, to keep going towards that one goal that you all have. Number three, influential leadership. So project managers that are better at or do get better at public speaking, they can influence their teams, they can influence stakeholders, executives, and they keep that commitment going for the project's success. Extremely important. Number four, we talked about efficient meetings and presentations. You're going to have so many meetings as a project manager. You want them to be efficient. You don't want anyone to waste their time because people already have a lot of work to do. So when they're taking out that time for meetings, you want to make sure they're efficient, they're to the point, and you're showing up to these with confidence. So being a good project manager is really going to help you show up to these meetings, show up to these presentations as the most confident self that you can be. Okay. Number five is conflict resolution. So being a good public speaker, again, is going to help you empower project. It's going to help you as a project manager empower yourselves to mediate conflicts. Okay, there's going to be conflicts, unfortunately, where there are people working together. There will always be conflicts. And you, as a project manager, it is your job to make sure everything runs smoothly. So being able to resolve these conflicts should be a huge part of, or a huge benefit of you getting better at public speaking. Okay, or you getting better at public speaking is going to help you with your conflict resolution. Next is improved negotiation abilities. And here is the thing, I think most people don't realize with negotiations, you're constantly negotiating. Whether you're working on a project, whether you're at work doing something else, whether you're selling, you're constantly negotiating. So being a good public speaker does help you become a better negotiator because again, it's the exchange of words, it's the exchange of ideas. And if you're not a good speaker, it's very hard to be able to negotiate better. Okay. Number seven, effective risk management. You're going to have to go through different project risks. You're going to have to do a lot of different strategies to make sure that there is some sort of risk management and decision making is under control. So being a good public speaker is really going to help you in that aspect as well. Number eight is enhanced client relations. As a project manager, again, your public speaking can help you effectively communicate project progress, a lot of client concerns. You're going to have a lot of disagreements, a lot of issues that arise. You have to be able to maintain good relationships with your team, with people outside of the team, with stakeholders, with clients. Again, there's so many moving parts when it comes to projects. You have to be able to make sure that you're building and maintaining those strong relationships. And again, public speaking is really going to help you with that. Okay. Number 9 is increased professional visibility. You have to be able to showcase your expertise. You have to be able to establish yourself in the industry as a thought leader. And you have to be able to expand on your professional network if you are going to be a very good project manager. And public speaking is really going to help you with that. Lastly, your personal and professional development and your growth. Once you get better at public speaking, once you're good at public speaking, the rest falls into place when it comes to your communication, your presentation style, your leadership skills, your personal growth, your self-confidence. They're all tied back. If you can get better at public speaking, all of these things, imagine this. Imagine you're in a meeting and you stand up in front of a large audience. Let's say there's 20 people. To me, even that is a large audience. If you can stand up in front of them and speak effectively and everyone just sits and listens to you and takes in what you're saying, that is powerful. There's a lot of power to that. So for you to be able to do that, you have to be able to overcome your fear of public speaking, but not just that, you have to be able to communicate and speak effectively. So being better at public speaking will help you stand out. So you guys, again, these are the 10 benefits. If you want to add one of your own, tell me what you think is a benefit. If you're a project manager or if you're not a project manager, I want to know what you think a benefit is of public speaking that maybe I haven't discussed today, because there are over 100. And I didn't want to call this 100 benefits of public speaking for project managers, because I probably would have lost half of you guys there. 100 is a lot. But do let me know in the chat box some of the benefits that you see and some of the benefits that maybe you've seen other people who are great public speakers. For example, let me give you guys an example. Barack Obama, great public speaker. And I know a lot of people can actually argue that his speech that he gave back in 2004 in Boston is what made him president. Look at that. Being a good public speaker, it's arguable, can make you the president of a country. That's huge. That's the power of public speaking, you guys. So I want you guys to think of other examples and let me know in the chat box. What do you guys think? What are some other examples, some other benefits that I have not mentioned? Let's see what Brett's saying. Brett's saying a benefit that I have found for leaders with public speaking is engaging with large teams. That's a huge one. As a leader, as a public speaker, you're going to be dealing with a lot of people, and you have to be able to engage with them, and of course make sure everything is consistent, make sure people are understanding one another, so you're almost like leading those meetings as well, right? Madhav is saying trust building becomes, it does. Public speaking does build trust. If you're getting up in front of an audience, you can't build trust with them, then they're not going to listen to you. They're not going to want to continue listening to you. So that's another huge one. Okay. So again, you guys, I want to remind you one more time, if you are a public speaker, or sorry, if you're a project manager, again, I apologize. I'm sick. I'm not 100%. That's why I sound stuffy. That's why I'm all over the place. But I didn't want to miss this. I promised myself this year I'm going to do one live a week. So here I am. I did not want to break my streak. Not feeling so good. Hopefully by next week it will become much, much better. But I do want to invite you, if you are a project manager, send me a DM. Send me a DM and say public speaking. If you're ready to really make a change and get better at public speaking, send me a message. Let's get on a call and let's talk about how we can make you a better public speaker. Because as you guys saw, I've only listed 10 benefits of becoming a better public speaker, and there's like at least 100. But I didn't want to list out all 100. So let's talk. I'd love to get on a call with you. I usually don't do one-on-one consultations, but I am doing them for the next 2 weeks. And I am starting a new cohort in June. So hopefully I can get you on board and start you on my June cohort. So again, let me know what you guys think of this live. Connect with me if you're an introvert, if you're a project manager, if you want to get better at public speaking. I create content especially for people that want to improve their professional development. Okay. All right, you guys. I want to thank you guys again. And I do apologize one more time, not doing the best today, but I really didn't want to miss this. So I'll see you guys soon. And I'll be checking my DMs right now. Let's see. I have a couple of you guys, let's see, already messaging me. All right. I have Yusuf that's messaged me. Yusuf, I'll get back to you in just a second. I also have Matt here. Okay, Matt, I'm going to get back to you in just a second. So we're going to talk and let's get on a call, talk about this in more detail. Okay. All right, you guys have a fantastic week. I'll see you guys later. Take care.